It's on air. Come on. Hold on a sec. No, I wanted. Okay. Okay, good. No, that was accidental. I knew. Okay. Okay, good. No, that was accidental. I knew. All right, I'm going to again. I'm trying to go live again. I'm going to try to send this out again. So, yeah, give me a sec. There we go. And share this once again. Hopefully this time it works. Yeah, it works. I'm sending it again.
It thinks to me, man things.
Please don't talk about that.
Saw things.
Yeah. Okay, I think that should work. Yeah. All right. All right. I gotta try to pull up the chat again. All right, so let me. In a second. Not right now, so I'm about to. So load a lot faster. Here we go. Alright, and we should. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good now.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, what were we talking about again? Toy. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so say this is over. This is frustrating. Anyways, hey guys, we're back.
Back.
You're breaking my concentration.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just know. Oh wow, I just realized your hair is growing back.
You didn't know I was at the barbershop?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
That's Gil right there.
What?
There's Gil.
Hey. What did he say?
He said, "Oh wow, Cooper has hair now."
Oh, they can see us.
Yeah. Cause I got the webcam is on. So yeah.
I got boom for the PC.
They don't know what you're talking about. Anyways,
So what we talk about this?
Oh, he said you gained weight.
Moving on.
He says you're fat. Anyways, so guys, last week or the week before.
Yeah, last week I think. Yeah, last week.
Okay. So anyways, guys, last week we went to Toy Fest. If you guys don't know what that is, we get something here. I don't know what the I don't know where it is. I don't know where. Screw it.
Screw it. But
okay. Anyways, so, what are you doing?
what did I do?
What
Johnny.
What are you doing?
The computer CPR. It must live.
Oh my god, I can't do that. I can't do this.
Do what? Do what?
Try. Okay.
What?
This is not going as I wanted to.
Okay, how many people are?
2. But then they all left. Because they couldn't hear me anyways. So the audio was gone. Oh. Oh my god! It's Sean. SEA.
The spelling on the internet sounds so different the way we saw Drake Bell.
Yes, we saw. I know Gil knows.
I remember some episodes that showed everyone watching.
Moving. We met. Okay, I won't talk about this with everyone else here, but because there were a lot more of you guys here, but now everyone's left, and it's like, oh god. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. But anyways, so we went to Toy and Geek Fest. I have my Hulk suit pretty much done. It wasn't finished completely. Some of you guys may not know because I shared a lot of it on Discord and whatnot. So for those of you that saw it, you know what I'm talking about. And I would show it right now, but like I don't want to take it down right now because it's like it's on my top bunk. And it's like really like covered in a bunch of other like clothes and whatnot, and my projector screen. But regardless, like it was pretty much done, and it looked really cool. I took a lot of pictures with it. I would show you right now. I mean, I would rather have like because I would show you on my phone, but I don't want to. I'm charging it right now, so But again, if you guys are on Discord, you know what I'm talking about, and I post them on Twitter too. Squid, I'm surprised you haven't seen them yet. I'll have to retweet them. But anyways, so yeah, while we were there, the second we got in, like immediately I was greeted by Thor, Magneto, and
Nick
and
Fury asked you like where the hell Hulk goes during Infinity War. And what'd you tell him?
Hold on a second, I'm trying to read this one. Is that the one that you used to take that you showed? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I was trying to finish. I didn't get too far with it, but pretty much, I got the essential stuff done. Not only that, so yeah, we were greeted by the Avengers essentially. I was the only one that was Hulk. And what are you doing?
Whoa, we're having fun now.
Okay, anyways, so I was the only one that was Hulk there. Everyone else, like I met pretty much all the other Avengers. I met Thor. I met Ant-Man the Wasp. I met Nick Fury. I'm pretty much everyone. And yeah, you were saying what again?
Oh yeah, you met. Nick Fury, the guy. You saw this guy that dressed Nick Fury, and he asked you where the heck Hulk war, and what'd you?
Oh yeah, I said blame her. That's what I said.
Yeah, blame that. It should have been in one of the Marvel Hulk cartoons. It would have been funny as hell.
I mean, but yeah, so yeah, and that was like a running thing. Every time he met up with me, he kept asking that. So I don't know, I was weird.
No,
But yeah. So then, I mean, you saw the after that, you guys saw what happened on the stream. No, sorry, I meant to say I meant other cosplayers. Uh, but it was fun. It was fun. Me and Thor did like a whole skit that I wish I could have filmed it, but I wasn't really able to get my camcorder out. But yeah. Anyways, besides that, like right after that, we were gonna. Where are you going?
P.
What? Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, after that, we went to the booths, and there was a couple booths. There were 4 booths I saw. There were a lot of people that showed up there actually. So I was surprised when I saw Drake Bell was there. Like what? So okay. Anyways, yeah. So I was surprised to see Drake Bell there. That was cool. But I because I knew that Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat, the voice of Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball. I even did I took some pictures with Sean Schemmel, and then there was a moment that I wish was on camera that I completely missed. Wait, did you meet Josh? No, he wasn't. He wasn't there. I saw Drake Bell, but I didn't see Josh Peck. I didn't see him there. But yeah, but I didn't get the chance to film it. Both Sean and then I did like a double fist bump to them, but then I was like, damn, my camera was dead on video. That would have been so freaking perfect right there. Like, damn. It was the English dub voice actors. It would have been so freaking epic if I could have got that on camera. Damn. Of me and Sean, we were pretty much like fighting, there's a part where we were like punching like fists and whatnot. It was fun. It was nice. The dude was really awesome. Like even though my acting up the whole time, I couldn't just take a picture with it. He didn't. I took multiple pictures. And, they only, usually they only like like for one picture is like $30. So I had like 5 pictures taken, but I only had to pay $30 because the dude didn't charge extra. That was nice. That was really awesome. And we were joking around and stuff. It was nice. Pretty much besides after that, we went around. By the way, like everyone kept coming up to us, or mainly up to me, and well, Cooper's not here right now, but Cooper he was dressed up as Darth Maul, so everyone kept coming up to us to take pictures with us. It was nice, but it got real like tiring after a while because we were walking around for hours and hours and hours straight. We only stopped once and had pizza, and after that, we continued walking around. And thankfully, it wasn't hot that day. It was cold, but it was hot inside. So we had to like really traverse. But it was really cool though. It was way better than Comic-Con because at Comic-Con I went to Comic-Con last year, and it just wasn't really that good because there wasn't enough going on, and we were too late. I wish I could have been there. I wish you were here, Gil, because that would have been like I would have given you the so you could have filmed the whole thing. Oh God, I didn't.
So what's going on now?
Well, you just missed me. You just finished talking about most of what happened off camera.
Okay.
I just started talking about how everyone kept coming up to us and take pictures. Oh yeah, so this random and try to fight. It was
yeah. And then the Ewok kneed me, headbutted me in the balls.
Yeah.
And then like an hour later or 2 later, he did this like he wanted more. Why is a midget teddy bear threatening Darth Maul saying he wants more?
The Ewok, the dude as the Ewok, he was at him, and then he threatened that he wanted to continue kicking his ass. It was funny. I didn't get that part on video. I wish that'd have been hilarious. Yeah, he was legit the right size too. Like he was legit the right size of an Ewok too. It was funny. But anyways, pretty much from that what else did we do?
Got pictures of Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yes, the first thing we did, we took pictures with Ant-Man and Wasp, from the movies, like the costumes. They were real. Their costumes are actually pretty cool. And again, like I posted them on Twitter, so if you guys are curious what what they look like. Oh yeah, I was punching a tank too. It was a real tank, guys. I was the Hulk and I was punching a tank. It was perfect. Only thing though, I wasn't like life size. If it was, then if I was like actually 8 feet tall, it would have been even better. But nah. So yeah, that happened. What else happened? Anything? Because you guys saw a lot of the main stuff in the live stream. Hopefully, because I couldn't tell if it was like getting everything, but hopefully you guys got the gist of it. But yeah, what else? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, it was just me, my mom, him, and my stepbrother and my stepdad. We all went there. Pretty much like the whole day, but talking to. Oh yeah, something else happened to me. I was also talking to a lot of people that work on toys, like artists and whatnot.
I showed some pipe cleaner pictures.
I showed that I make.
Nipple Hulk.
No shit.
Hulk thing.
Anyways, so basically, the artwork I usually make, and they were so on stream. Did I? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. But yeah, it was inspiring my artwork. Yeah, Silver Blood's back. Okay, so now we got 3 people finally. It's okay. The numbers are rising,
Silver
guys.
Blood.
So everyone, I know it's been weird today. I'm trying to get this to work, and I finally got it. But yeah, so pretty much, Silver Blood. If you want to know what, because you kind of missed what I just kind of talked about, all that happened. So if you want to recap, you can rewind the stream of it and come back. Otherwise, the short version, basically, the short version is when we went to Toy and Geek Fest, we met Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, English dub, and Chris Sabat, voice of Vegeta, as well as other characters, Piccolo and whatnot. And we all fist bumped at the same time, but we didn't get that part on video. But I did take pictures with Sean Schemmel, and the dude was really awesome. After that, we pretty much walked around for most. Got beat up by an Ewok. And that was funny.
Ewok headbutted me in the balls.
Yeah, he headbutted him in the nuts.
And then he kept asking for more.
Yeah. So, and after that, and then he was funny.
He was funny.
It was funny. It was really funny. I thought it was funny. And everyone kept taking pictures of us, with us and everything. And pretty much, it was a really good day, really awesome day. Better than Comic, because Comic-Con out it just wasn't really that good because it just didn't have that much going on because we were really late, first of all, and blame him for that. Yeah, even though we got the tickets like months in advance, but it is it doesn't really matter anyways because this was really all that that truly mattered. And also so besides that, I punched a tank a couple times, took pictures of that. Oh yeah, I fought Captain America, took pictures of that. I'm gonna try to send those on Twitter. Hopefully you guys see them. I'll try to send them on Discord as well. But yeah, pretty much that's pretty much it. That was Toy and Geek Fest.
The second part, we're gonna talk about Hulk versus Doomsday.
But yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Okay. Because that's the more like serious kind of topic. Most of you what are you doing? All right, so you got it.
Oh, this feels so weird yet so good.
Stop, please stop. I'm trying to freaking. All right. Anyways, I was trying to freaking say. So yeah, you guys are probably. I also put Hulk vs. Doomsday in the title. There's a reason for that. I have been getting non-stop comments about my reaction video to Hulk vs. Doomsday by Screw Attack. And usually at this, you just ignore certain things here and there. For me, it gets to a point where like it's kind of hard to ignore, especially when it's like constant. Basically, I get in comments telling me that I'm completely wrong about how Hulk vs. Doomsday really went. Yeah. My research, I've known about, so I know what I'm talking about. Here's the thing, all right, and I know I'm not the only one that's talked about this, or I mean, really only 3 people I've seen have talked about this. One being Banner Incredible Hulk on YouTube. I'm subscribed to, as well as some other person. Hulk's video breakdown of how the fight went. Basically, he talked about like pretty much everything that I knew was off. First of all, Doomsday, his bone claws being like poisoned or whatever they want to talk about. Like oh, like Doomsday just stabbed the Hulk a million times and that kills him, and then he rips his head off. They overwhelms his healing factor. But essentially, they were saying that the Hulk's healing factor and his biology works like a normal person, which is completely wrong because when Banner, like, you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about right now because, but then again, I mean, besides Gil, of course he knows. But as I was saying in the comments, body absorb, constantly regenerate during the fight. Like, the thing about Doomsday is, he can adapt, right? Doomsday adapts and becomes, you know, almost immune to what previously kills him. Almost. People mistake this. They think that Doomsday just, is like completely unbeatable, like 100% of the time, which is stupid because I'll tell you guys right now, Worldbreaker Hulk, the glowing green Hulk that takes this on the Earth and cracks Eastern Seaboard. Yeah, that version of him would destroy any version of Doomsday. The reason why I know this for a fact is that Doomsday was killed multiple times by the same method. It's not like the thing about how he is immune to what previously killed him, that only applies to something that doesn't get more powerful over time. Essentially, when Superman killed Doomsday the first time, he was a lot weaker, right? The next time he killed him, he was a lot stronger, and he did the same method. Basically he beat him to death, right? All the other times he had to try other different methods of doing so because he didn't have any means of getting stronger. And then another time Doomsday died was when we was ambushed by 5 Kryptonians, and they just wailed on him and completely just obliterated him. So that's 3 Doomsdays died of the same method, blunt force. And the thing about the Hulk is, as everyone knows, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. And Doomsday, even though he's immune to previous fights, he would not. Hold on, what? He's one. Yeah, see, the thing about Doomsday and Hulk, the difference between them is that Doomsday does not get stronger the madder he gets. He just gets more durable as he dies and gets reborn. But it costs him the price of death in order to get stronger. Whereas with the Hulk, he doesn't have to die and adapt in order to get more powerful. He can adapt mid-battle. In fact, that's one of his main abilities. Hulk was able to survive in deep space without a helmet or a spacesuit because he was able to, his cells was able to mutate further, and he grew an organ that allowed him to breathe without oxygen or liquid or whatever. Basically no nitrogen narcosis. So when you're underwater, essentially, and you're holding your breath, and you don't get air soon, like you'll go through nitrogen narcosis, which will essentially mean you'll go blue and die. What was this thing? I've heard death metal general towards DC, but yeah. Well, no, the death battle. What they usually do is they take, they take the side of the character who they think at first glance has the advantage in the long run. But what they don't realize, see, they don't. This is what they don't do. They don't do their research on exactly how speed works or how power works. They don't understand that. Hulk is kept up with the likes, and here's the thing they said too. They said that light speed is a rare thing in the Marvel universe, which is completely bullshit. If you knew anything about Marvel, like from like, what are you doing? You're kind of ruining this, man. You
What? I was just lying.
I mean, a lot great idea, but for some reason you seem to make it apparent that you want to just make this more difficult for me. All right, as I was trying to get back to. Okay. Anyways, they just So basically, because when they talk about they try to generalize. Also, another thing they do is compositing. They like to composite a lot. That's the real problem. Oh wow. Okay. Hey RT Luigi, good to see you. That's why I'm like here's they like to composite characters. The problem with that is that they can't do enough research for composite versus composite. When really all they got to do is just pick one character, fight one character, and stick to one continuity from each. It's not that hard. A simple Google search will do you justice, like right there. The Hulk's feats are not that hard to find. For like consistency, the weakest version of Hulk, the Gray Hulk, right? He's the weakest version. Like, you know, from him all the way up to the World Breaker Hulk, there's a huge gap. That's is massive. Gray Hulk is a casual planet buster. Casual, as in like he can destroy an entire planet just by jumping through it, which he basically did in the I forgot what the name of the comic was, but in the comic where he jumped through an asteroid that was twice the size of Earth and shattered it like it was freaking glass. Doomsday has never performed a feat even close to that. The best we could really give is that yeah, he beat the crap out of the Justice League. But almost anyone could do that if you have their weaknesses. Like the Justice League are pretty specific. Like Superman, you know, you got kryptonite, right? Which is, you know, not very often, not very like, you know, easy to find, but still, it's not rare. It's not that rare. Martian Manhunter is, or you know, his weakness is fire. You know, that's pretty obvious, pretty easy to find. You know, Flash, you just gotta predict his movements. You know, and while that isn't easy, it's doable. Doomsday was able to stop him in his tracks when he just hit the ground and Flash tripped all over himself. You know, that's the reason. Like, you know, Doomsday regularly fights characters that are, you know, massively faster than light, but so does the Hulk. I can name a bunch of characters that are like massively faster than that. The Sentry, who is ridiculous. Like he could beat the Flash in a foot race if he really wanted to. He's able to fly through multiple dimensions, multiple universes in an instant. That's how fast he can fly. That's faster than anyone in Dragon Ball, guys. Seriously. Faster than Whis, faster than freaking Vegito. Like, the Sentry can fly multiple universes physically. No teleportation, just physical flight. And not even realize it in an instant. And in the World War Hulk, when he fought Sentry, he beat him. All right, and Sentry isn't just, you know, travel fast. He's, you know, combat speed, and he's also got, you know, reality warping abilities, and as well as, you know, matter manipulation and all kinds of godlike abilities that put him on a tier that even the likes of, you know, of like the Beyonders and oh, God, you just scared me for a sec. But tree in World War Hulk before he even went Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange, I know a lot of you guys know him. Doctor Strange had used a demon called Zom that it took him and it took the combined efforts of him and another and an entity like Shumagarath, I think. I don't know I don't know if it was him or something else, but basically this entity had the power of like a million dimensions, which is insane. That's like multiversal right there. Hulk beat a multiversal threat single-handedly before he even fought the Sentry. Beating him, you know, Sentry is able to shake apart an infinite multiverse with his abilities, and Hulk beat him, which is insane. You really look at this, you know, and not only that, but he's also fought Gladiator. Gladiator versions, like it's one of Marvel's Superman. There's like a bunch of different versions of Superman in the Marvel universe. Gladiator, who's 100 times the speed of light, which they completely neglected to point out there. And that was before Worldbreaker Hulk. That was, in an earlier time in Hulk's career. That was, he fought Gladiator, when he first appeared, completely annihilated the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, which keep that in mind. He beat the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is supposedly unstoppable because he wields the gem of Sidorak. The gem of Sidorak is basically this magical gem, wielded that's being controlled by a demon that grants anyone who touches it the ability of unstoppable motion. So the Juggernaut, when he first got it, he became the unstoppable force. For the longest time, he legit was unstoppable till Gladiator came around, and Gladiator just punted him into space. Right? So Gladiator is described as basically Superman with all of his powers, none of his weaknesses. Yeah, they usually do that, but the legit thing is, hold on, I'm sure everything's working right now. Yep. Okay. Everyone's streaming right now. Oh wow, Guptail uploaded a video today, huh? Weird, but anyways, yeah. So they usually do that sometimes. This time it was partially that, and they didn't really do the proper research. That you could just find with a simple guys. It's not that hard. But, all that aside, going over defeating the Year of the Century, Silver Surfer, Doctor Strange. All of these guys are like ridiculously faster than light, and it's like they keep saying, "Oh, it's a rarity," which is, and they put that forward. Which I didn't, that was dumb. But yeah, so all of that, in mind, like, and people like to say that the Hulk is slow, which is really false. I'll explain why right now. Hulk has been able to outblitz speedsters. Not necessarily everyone. There are some characters that are obviously above him. Like, I'll name a couple right here. You got the Living Tribunal, and the One Above All. The One Above All being literally God in the Marvel universe. He's pretty much, he's their version of God. And the One Above All is supposed to be he's Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, all the creators of Marvel. That's who the One Above All is. So no one could beat him. But essentially, yeah. But yeah, Hulk has been able to blitz speedsters like Quicksilver and Speed Demon. Speed Demon is like the Flash every way. He has a speed enhancement belt that makes him go even faster, which enhances his already ridiculous speeds. And Hulk was able to speed blitz him despite that. And it wasn't like he just hit the ground and he tripped over. No, he was legit able to catch him. Like, he was able to catch him while he was running. So that's speed. Because I gotta bring this close to home about speed, because again, people keep underestimating how fast the Hulk's reaction speed is, because they think, oh, he's just gonna get blitzed by Doomsday because he regularly fights. Doomsday's never shown anything that the Hulk can't really do. And they have a very similar power set. The only difference is that Doomsday has a weaker regeneration than the Hulk, and it takes him longer depending on how damaged he is. Now, the difference between Doomsday's regeneration and Hulk's regeneration isn't limited to the molecular level. There was a time where Hulk went into the future and met his future self, and his future self, they fought, And the fight, like they fought multiple times. I think their third round ended when Bruce Banner sent his future self to the gamma bomb where like the Hulk was first created. Like they took him back in time, right when the gamma bomb went off and created the Hulk. It killed his future self, except it really didn't. What happened was that it disintegrated him. Like he was completely like he was dust. And about an hour generated from non. Keep that in mind. He regenerated from non-existence. That's like if say like Beerus from Battle of Gods from Dragon Ball Super or whatever came and like erased you, and you were able to bring yourself back to life without any assistance, right? Doomsday's not the only one who can resurrect, but he can never resurrect like that. The most damage Doomsday had ever been was when he was reduced to a skeleton by Imperiax. Imperiax is like the DC version of Galactus. Trying to make this simple for you guys, but yeah. So you have someone who's reduced to a skeleton versus someone who was reduced to nothing. And the guy that was reduced to nothing came back from nothing. And the guy that was reduced to a skeleton, it took him like years to come back. Years, guys. Years. So keep that in mind. And the future Hulk, the Maestro Hulk, he's nowhere near as powerful as Worldbreaker Hulk. Worldbreaker Hulk is the strongest, most durable, has the best healing factor. He's the best version of Hulk. Like no other version of Hulk is better than Worldbreaker Hulk. And that's the thing to keep that in mind because the Marvel multiverse is infinite, right? So every version of Hulk prior to Worldbreaker Hulk doesn't stand even a remote chance against Worldbreaker. That is insane. All right, and I'm gonna say this too. Even the Gray Hulk has a pretty good chance against Doomsday because again, like I said, he's a casual planet buster. Casual. All right. From there on, he can only get so much stronger. There's like a limited number of Hulks, and the strongest one is Worldbreaker Hulk. That has always been the case for the longest time, even now. So, and the strongest version of Doomsday, I can name this. There's only like the only time Doomsday was like ever like almost unbeatable was recently, I think, when he came back, but it wasn't the same Doomsday. It was a different one. It was like apparently the Doomsday that Superman fought the first time was a larva. Yeah, I guess that's how they're gonna explain that. But so the one he fought in this issue was a fully grown one, and this version of him could kill Superman in one punch. So how the way Superman dealt with this version was pretty much the same way he dealt with the first version. He took him into space, laser blasted him a bunch of times, punched him as hard as he could. This Doomsday carried a virus, though. It carried the Doomsday virus. It was able to spread these spores out from it, so it infected Superman. And Superman became, Doomsday essentially. He became Super Doomsday or whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, is a different Hulk, not the same as the Future Hulk, because Future Hulk is Bruce Banner, the Maestro. Hulk 2099 is his name, I forget what his name is. I can't remember his last name, but basically he he's an actor who gets kidnapped by a cult who call themselves the Sons of Banner. Basically, they're a cult that follow the original Hulk, and they take him and they put him like they put him in a gamma blast on purpose, and that essentially he survived and became his own version of the Hulk, but it was different. This version of Hulk was a little bit more reptilian like. He was more like scaly and whatnot. He wasn't as strong as the original Hulk, but he was able to keep his personality under control. He didn't have the split personality problem, so he was smarter and whatnot. But um, he had full control, but he couldn't get really stronger the matter, because not every Hulk has the same powers. Specifically, the original Hulk, Bruce Banner, has the stronger the matter ability, which only exists for Savage Hulk and World War Hulk and all that stuff. Because there's because Banner has a lot of different personalities in his head, different Hulk personalities. Yeah, he does. He really does. But yeah, so Banner has a lot of different personalities. One of which is Professor Hulk. And now Professor Hulk is a lot different from the regular Hulk. And the reason why people keep on trying to drive home the point that Hulk would lose to Superman or Doomsday is because Hulk actually fought Superman in a crossover event. But it was the Hulk that we all know. It was Professor Hulk. Now the thing about Professor Hulk is that he doesn't get stronger the matter. He actually gets weaker as he gets angry, because Banner had pretty much sort of, in a way, reprogrammed this version of Hulk to not increase his strength the matter, because this Hulk was intelligent. He had all of Banner's intelligence. He had all of the Gray Hulk's cunning. The Gray Hulk being like the Joe Fixit, the gangster kind of Hulk, and then you have Bruce Banner. All three versions of each other merged into one Hulk, which was very dangerous at the time. So Banner found a way to kind of change the way this Hulk worked. So yeah, whenever he gets angry, he actually turns back to Banner. And when he gets calm, that's how he would usually get stronger, if he's like really calm. So his powers work opposite of the enraged Hulk. Yeah, I think they are doing in Avengers 4, which I was going to talk about that as well. I had a whole idea of how they can do a World War Hulk movie, and yes, it is possible they could do that. Even though it's technically a standalone Hulk film. Uh, your phone,
Yeah.
bro, you have like no energy at all today. Anyways, as I was saying, which of the sequel of this? Yeah. All right. So many versions of Hulk operate differently. The main that everyone knows, that the mindless or enraged or World War, that version of him gets stronger. The matter. When Professor Hulk fought Superman, he lost, and the reason why he lost was for two reasons. One, obviously, enraged Hulk, so he lost Superman because he couldn't get stronger. The matter, and two, it was win, instead of like having the actual creators collaborate and have their characters fight each other and see who wins. It was more of just it was similar to Screw back in the 90s. Actually had the comic, but I don't know where it is. I think my dad has it somewhere. But yeah, pretty much that Hulk would lose to the likes of Superman and Doomsday, because he lost to Superman in that one issue, which again is really, really sad. First of all, World Bigger Hulk didn't even exist yet. Second of all, that wasn't even regular Hulk that fought Superman. That was the Professor Hulk that can't get stronger the matter. So yeah, and it wasn't, and it didn't even count anyways, because it was an Elseworlds tale. So even that, the time that the Hulk lost to a Superman like clone, the only time I could think of is in one of the recent storylines in Marvel where uh, Bruce Banner was able to basically create a serum that gave him the ability to control how far and what degree he becomes the Hulk. The problem though is that he would lose the ability to get stronger the matter. So when he fought another Superman clone called the Sun God was able to beat him fairly quickly because he didn't have the ability to increase his strength because he was controlling too much of the Hulk. So that's the reason why you see a lot of times where like Hulk would lose or whatever because one or two reasons: either Banner has too much control over him, or it's a different version of Hulk that doesn't have the same abilities. That's usually why. But this was World Breaker Hulk versus Doom. He he has not been defeated to this day. World Breaker Hulk has not been defeated yet, and that's a lot to take in. I know, keeping in mind that the strongest version of still lost to Superman the same way they lost to Superman. So Doomsday essentially he can be killed the same way twice, only if it's a much more effective way. Essentially, like if you were like a certain level of strength back then, that beat him before, it wouldn't work a second time. But if you were stronger than he is now, then yeah, you'd beat him again. Like you can beat him to death more than once if you can get more powerful, which again the Hulk can and essentially will as the fight continues. And Doomsday isn't a strategist. He doesn't think when he fights. He just fights. He's a mindless killing machine. The only time Doomsday had intelligence was one time. One time he was granted intelligence, but he gave it up because he ultimately succumbed to fear and doubt, and that made him weaker. So what that basically means is when you give Doomsday intelligence, that weakens him significantly. But the only time the Hulk gets weaker with intelligence, again, is that's specifically his personality. Unless other versions of Hulk, like say Doc Green, that's the version of Hulk that gets is really intelligent, but doesn't have the drawback of getting weaker the matter he gets. He can get stronger. So essentially, like Doomsday with intelligence would be we significantly at a disadvantage, even more so than regular Doomsday. That's mindless and doesn't know how to strategize in a fight. Whereas the Hulk has fighting experience. He knows he actually learned karate on Planet Sakaar, like in Planet Hulk. He learned a lot of different fighting moves and tactics and strategies and whatnot. The Hulk knows how he doesn't just slam his fists together and wail on and like that. That's not what he does nowadays. He knows how to do a lot of different fighting techniques and whatnot. And with his power, with any fighting technique with his power would be severely deadly. So yeah, pretty much you guys get what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, and the other thing too, again, like they kept saying, oh, you can beat down his healing factor. The reason why you can't really do that to World Breaker Hulk is because his healing factor at this point in time, yeah, is legitimately it doesn't stop. It doesn't have a point where it just ebbs or whatever. No, it continues to go further and further beyond. Just by some World Breaker, like his World Breaker form, he can essentially destroy like half the planet just by summoning it. All right, like him powering if he wasn't gonna hold back at all. Continent. Doomsday's never been able to do anything like that. So, like I said, guys, whether you want to believe Screw Attack or not, the fact remains that you know pretty much it's obvious at the end of the day, Doomsday just doesn't stand a chance. And like I said, speed wise, you can't really speed blitz the Hulk with like, because yeah, that's the thing. Quicksilver couldn't do it. Speed Demon couldn't do it. Wizard couldn't do it. Speed couldn't do it. You know, all these characters that have super speed or known for having super speed, tried speed blitzing the Hulk, didn't work. Gladiator, who's 100 times speed of light, couldn't do it. So speed wise, Hulk's got it covered. Power wise, you know, we already know this. He doesn't really have a limit to when he starts, you know, getting angry. He just keeps going higher and higher. And they kept saying, here's the one point that they made that really got to me. They said that the Hulk's biology, right? He only looks like that. He's not actually that powerful. Like, he can't have infinite strength. Yeah, I know. Pretty much at this point, right? But yeah, so like Bruce Banner, when he turns into the Hulk, his biology is severely different. He mutates. They're pretty much trying to apply real science to the Hulk, saying that he could not get, you know, infinitely strong because his mind has a limit to how angry it could get, which again is false. Because again, there's another panel in a comic book that's again Earth 616, you know, which is like the canon version of Marvel, the canonical Marvel universe, you know, the one that has the continuity. The Beyonder, who again, the Beyonder is this godlike, you know, entity that surpasses even the Living Tribunal in terms of power. Like, he's above gods, and like he's able to shake apart the whole multiverse, the infinite multiverse, timelines, and all that stuff. He scanned the Hulk and came out with the answer as to how powerful he is. And he said, and I quote,
You quote what? What do you say?
I'm talking about like when the Beyonders scanned the Hulk, and
Okay.
So he said, and I quote, "There is no finite element inside the Hulk, whether in his brain or his muscle or whatever. He has no finite element that would cause him to stop getting stronger the madder he gets. Like, he has no element that would stop his mind from. He wouldn't have an aneurysm. Like, he wouldn't have an aneurysm and just and like or have a stroke or whatever and then stop getting angry. So the reason why they said that, that would happen to a normal person. I mean, yeah, a normal person has a limit to how mad they get to where they grow apathetic and then they stop. The Hulk does not get apathetic ever. The only reason he calms, like, okay, Banner has some degree of control even when he's enraged as the Hulk. And so it's that very little bit of control that lets him calm him down a little bit. Because whenever, you know, the Hulk unleashes or whatever, he usually doesn't really hurt anyone because Banner has that much control. But in World War Hulk, both Banner and Hulk were equally pissed off at the Avengers and everyone because on Planet Sakaar, during Planet Hulk, Hulk had, you know, lost his new family that he had formed on that planet because the ship that he was sent in exploded and killed the love of his life and his unborn son and everything. So when that happened, you know, when his wife and child died right in front of him, right in his arms, that sent both Banner and the Hulk off. And that's what triggers Worldbreaker Hulk. Worldbreaker Hulk is what happens when both Banner and the Hulk are equally pissed off. And Banner wanted revenge on everyone. The best way to do that was with the Hulk. So that's what happened. You know, when the Hulk fought Sentry and Sentry went down, and then Banner, you know, emerged, and then hulked out again once, you know, his best friend got stabbed, and he went Worldbreaker. He went completely like insane. You know, that's pretty much, you know, how that works. You know, both Banner and Hulk have to be equally pissed off. Yeah. So the reason why Doomsday wouldn't be able to poison the, or at least that's what they're trying to establish in the fight, is that Doomsday's claws are like poison or whatever. Like the reason why that won't work right here, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hulk has been exposed to every poison there is, and none have been lethal enough to kill him. Not even close. The most poisonous venom in all of existence, thallium poison. Thallium poison is basically it's a poison that when ingested or infected, I guess, what happens is that it draws on your strength, and it basically uses your own strength to suffocate you, to crush you to death. So the more you fight it, the stronger the poison gets, and then it will essentially kill you with your own power. That's what thallium poison does. The Hulk was injected with thallium poison in World War Hulk as well. But what happened was that all that went down was that as soon as it happened, he started getting angry, and at first it started to affect him. At first it was working until he started to unleash more and more, because Amadeus Cho, one of Marvel's smartest characters, he's basically he's this kid genius or whatever, went up to the Hulk and decided to try to make him angrier, because he thought it might work to fight off the poison. And Hulk got so much, he told him that it's Hulk's fault that he lost his wife and his other love interest and his son and everything, that was all his fault, and that set him off over the edge, and that's when he was able to overpower the poison. Now that should be impossible because of how the poison operates. You use your own power to kill you, but instead of killing the Hulk, it just made him stronger, and he was able to burn out the poison. So why in the hell would Doomsday's claws have any effect on the Hulk, poison or not? And even then, it's not like the Hulk hasn't fought a character that shanks out claws and stabs him a lot. Like I don't know, like Wolverine. They fight all the time. Hulk versus Wolverine. That you remember that? Wolverine's adamantium claws, and he scratches all like World Breaker Hulk would not be pierced by Doomsday's bone claws, because one, they're not unbreakable, unlike adamantium. They do have a huge potency of durability. Like they're so sharp to the point where they can cut Superman and whatnot. But however, they can be lopped off. Like if you guys saw in Justice League, when Wonder Woman locked Man, essentially it's possible to do so. And so pretty much everything that happened in that fight was completely false and one-sided towards Doomsday. When in reality, if they had used a different version of Hulk, if they had used Professor Hulk, that version of Hulk could lose. That version of him would lose to Doomsday because he can't get stronger than that. But Worldbreaker Hulk is so far beyond any other version of Hulk that it's ridiculous that they thought that he would lose to just regular Doomsday or whatever version of Doomsday they were trying to establish. Because he liked to do compositing, and it doesn't work that way because he can't, and you can't have their weaknesses match up because they're not the same characters. When you have two composite characters fight each other, it's not going to work because one composite character doesn't, isn't like that character doesn't have all the same. Like it's inconsistent. And in terms of feats, Hulk has better feats. He's got better feats of strength, durability, and healing. Even Professor Hulk can heal extremely well. Like he's able to grow back his tissue and everything, which is insane. So yeah. Bottom line, Hulk versus Doomsday was false. And if anyone still doesn't, after the stream. I'm gonna link a couple of videos done by again another person. His videos because they would lose against discussion because I keep getting comments. If I get another comment talking about Worldbreaker Hulk, I'm just gonna link them to the videos again because I've explained so many times why Doomsday could not beat him. He could beat Professor Hulk. He could beat Gray Hulk, but he can also get stronger, but not as fast, not as potently as the Green Hulk. So yeah. So that's pretty much. There was. I don't know if you guys saw the news about Dragon Ball Super, the movie that's coming out in December, but apparently Broly is going to be the villain. I got a lot to say about that too, but I'm gonna save it for another stream. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I know Darth Vigorous, he's sleeping right now. The dude's literally asleep on my. He's like asleep. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys right now. This dude is freaking. Hold on, I gotta pick this laptop up. I wish I had an external web. Look at him. This dude is literally asleep. What the hell? But yeah, guys, so pretty much that's it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I know. It's like, really? Dude falls asleep. I'm sorry my lecture's bored you. He doesn't even hear me right now. He's literally snoring like the dude's freaking. I've done that before. Gil, you remember when we pranked him before, right? You guys will talk. He'll tell you guys about that. Oh god. Oh god. And he referenced the SSJ9K Broly parody that sadly no longer exists because YouTube sucks. But anyways, do you see this behind me? That's going to be the size of each of your assholes when I'm done with you. That was funny. I can do a lot of different voices, guys. It's pretty cool. But yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I remember that. I could. We could. I really want Squid. I really want Squid to be here for this, but I know he's busy. I really want to see this. Damn. I'm trying to think of what I can do to prank because he's asleep. The dude's out like a freaking candle right now. Like seriously, you guys can hear him snoring probably because like, what do I? Okay, guys, let me know what do you think I should do. What do you think I should do? Hey, Alex. Yeah, so if you probably missed it, but Darth Vigorous is asleep right now. He's asleep on my. I'm gonna show you guys the laptop, but he's asleep. I don't have any pens or pencils. Yeah, yeah, we got the whole thing documented. He actually did a pretty good job with the editing. It was pretty good. Um, um, nah. And besides, he's sleeping on his back, so I can't really do that anyways. I don't really. Just, yeah, you guys can check out the video on his channel. You don't even have to like You search for it. You can just click on his icon. You'll see if you like scroll down a bit. It's not one. Is it? Was it the Dustin Homefield Files video or was it just a random video? I forget exactly. I can't really remember. But yeah. Anyways, besides all that, wow. Okay, it was a regular video. Okay, cool. But yeah, so pretty much, I think I want to do something funny right now. I don't know. I can't think of anything. That's the thing. If I like hit him or something, he's gonna wake. I don't really have anything to. I mean, I have my Snapple, but I want to pour that. I want to drink that. It's my favorite drink. That's weird. I thought I already finished this. That's so weird. I swear I finished this whole thing earlier. I didn't refill it at any point. I don't even have the whole costume. I can't even find the mask. I have another mask, but it doesn't really work. I can't really like do much with it. So I don't really have the costume. I don't have any whipped cream, sadly. And again, I can't draw them because I don't got any pens or pencils. But what else could I do though? What else could I? This is like I'm relying on you guys right now to give me some ideas on what I can do because he ain't waking up. I don't see he's not waking up. At least not unless I were to just like hit him or something. Yeah, I shaving cream. I'd have to go get it, but yeah. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Yeah. Okay. I can go get it. Um, it's kind of wet. It's not really creamy. It's more like liquidy. Nah, I could. Well, I could just spray it on his. I could just spray it on his face. Honestly, I think that kind of. Oh my god. Okay. See. So all right. So Space Hero 5 is now egging me on to spray Cooper with shaving cream. All right. So I'm gonna. Well, I gotta throw some stuff out anyway. So hold on. What's going on? What is going on in the world living? All right. But yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do something for that. I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, his belly's showing. Ugh. Yeah, you gotta go on a treadmill, man. Yeah, he does not shave at all, does he? Jeez. Anyways, I am going to get the shaving cream, and I'm gonna throw this out. Throw this out, and I think that's about it. I'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Oh. Get what? Wait, what's PT? What was that? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know what that is. Should happen. Should happen. Okay. That's just this one going on. All right. So I got the shaving cream. Oh. Okay. So I got the shaving cream, guys. This is good. This is really good. I wanna hold the laptop and show you guys. So, okay. It's not coming out. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, let me try again. Let me try again. Okay. No, it's shaving cream. It's shaving cream. I got you.
That does not look good, Cooper. I don't know who put this on my face while I was sleeping. Put that on my face.
Oh my god. Okay. Guys, look. Take a look at it.
They hurt off it? You don't get any. You hurt them. You don't get any.
We got his ass. We got his ass, guys. We got. Oh my god. That's the first prank I pulled in a long time. Oh my god. It did. It did. It really did. It really did. Oh my. It was perfect. Oh my god. Everyone looked at him weird. That was perfect though, guys. Let's do it again. This is so perfect. You know what? I might even just because of that. Just for that. Because that was perfect. It's not tomorrow. God damn, that was good. Oh, that was funny. Oh wow. Everything's blowing up right now. Oh man, that was good. That was good. Oh my god. Oh, I to show Cooper, yo. I'll show him later. But yeah, that was good. That was funny. That was funny beyond all recognition. That's the first prank I pulled myself. Like I haven't pulled a prank before, guys. That's the first one I've done. You guys got to see that on stream. That's the first prank I pulled myself. Like damn, that was actually fun. That was actually nice. You know what? Oh damn. You know what, guys? All right, so I'm gonna cut the stream here because let me see how long it's been. It's been about I can't really tell how long it's been because I gotta look at the clock here. How long has it been, guys? Let me know right now because I'm not looking at the YouTube part of the stream. I'm looking at the Hangouts. Excuse me. Oh man, how long has it been, guys? Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna cut the stream here. Hope you guys had a good time. That was funny. Um, we might do that again later, probably tonight or tomorrow. So stay tuned. You might see me, stream again tonight, just for that alone. Uh, if not, I'll stream tomorrow because we're gonna talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp because we're gonna see that tomorrow. Um, but yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day. Take care, boys. Hulk out. Oh yeah, we got 77 subscribers now. I just checked. So that's nice, I guess. Can't wait to talk to you again. Yeah, same here, man. We gotta get you back. We gotta get you out here at some point. We really do. Like we gotta do something together again. Cause it's been too long. It's been way too long, if you ask me. But I know how it is. But anyway, yeah, guys, have a nice day. Like I said, we will meet again soon, Joe. I know that for sure. See you guys tomorrow because I'm again like I said, I'm streaming tomorrow, so you'll know right away. And yeah, take care.